Hey everyone, so what's in your wardrobe? When I did that video, that tag video, I was talking about how I have my entire wardrobe written down in a notebook and it's all organized in different categories and indexed different ways, and I got some questions and was requested to do a video about, how do I set this up, how do I organize it. So I'm going to show you. What I do is I took a notebook that has several subjects in it, and the kind that has like the dividers. And what I do is I have it all organized different ways. The first thing to do to get started, and I'm not going to lie to you, it is a lot of work to set this up initially, but in the long run it is so worth it because everybody has clothes that get mixed up or disappear, and you say to yourself, wow, what happened to that light blue shirt that I used to have? Well, things have a way of getting hidden in between other things, and it just makes you more aware if you look at this every now and then exactly what you've got. Or if you buy something and then you think, well, what do I have that's going to look good with that? You, instead of going in the closet or your bureaus or wherever you keep your clothes and looking through your entire wardrobe, it's so much easier to just sit down with a notebook and flip through the pages and look at it that way. So just to start off, write down everything that you have. You're going to have to go through all your clothes and just write it down on a piece of paper. Then you can break it down into categories and eventually transfer it to a notebook. Now, I'm going to show you some pages from mine, and by no means do you have to set yours up the way I have it. This is just the way I do it, and it will maybe give you some ideas. Then you can adapt it to the way you want to set yours up. So when I first opened my notebook, the first thing that I have in here is my most recent purchases. And what I do is every time I buy a new article of clothing, I write it in this section in the front. Like for example, the last thing that's written on here is something I haven't shown you yet because I'm saving it to do a haul with, and that is a pair of shoes that I bought this weekend. So that's the last thing that's written in here. And that's another thing that I kind of like about this is I have a tendency to always gravitate towards the newest things that I have. Just because, it's fresh in my mind. But you can use this to your advantage. You can go back and you can look at this section of the book and then start going back and say, oh wow, I forgot that I even had this, and look at some of the older things that you bought a while back, and I think we all have a tendency to just want to wear our new purchases all the time, and I am definitely guilty of that. So it's good to go back once in a while and look at the older things that are written in here. And then I have one of those divider things, and my next section is by color. And I just have each page is a different color, and then I have written down on that page what articles of clothing I have of that color. And then at the end, I have a page that says how many articles of clothing I have of each color. And then I can clearly see that I have more blue than anything else, and that I don't have hardly any orange because orange looks horrible on me. I can get away with peach and I can get away with coral, but straight up orange, forget it. That's my color that just looks awful. So then my next divider that I have is by clothing category. For example, this page is jeans, and I write down, what the item of clothing is, and I write down sizes too, because I think most women could say that they have like their skinny clothes and their fat clothes. You have the clothes in your closet that fit you good, and then you have the other clothes that are like one size smaller that you're trying to get back into, but that may never happen. But yeah, so I have like jeans, and then I have pants and shirts and blouses and dresses and skirts and shoes and so forth, And you can make as many subjects and categories as you want to. That's all I have for sections. And this just works for me, you know, and every once in a while it's going to get kind of messy as you get rid of things and clean out your closet. You may have to rewrite it once in a while. Another thing that you can do is you can write it all on a piece of paper, and then you can put it on a disk or a jump drive or something like that, and then it might make it easier to edit it in the future, and then you can just print it out. I myself prefer to do it longhand with a pen and a notebook because I just enjoy doing it that way. I really enjoy writing, so that's the way I do it. I also have the same thing for my makeup collection. It's quite a bit more extensive and time-consuming because I do have a lot more makeup than I do clothes, but with that I more or less just break it down by category and then write it within each category. For example, and this one here is a work in progress because I haven't quite finished copying it over and fixing it and editing it from the last time I did this, but this one here is just a one subject notebook because I have it broken down by category. And the first thing I do is I have an index page which tells me what is the item, for example, nail polish, and then it's pages 1 through 17, and then it just tells me, you know, there are 17 pages of nail polish. And that's a lot of nail polish. And what I do for the nail polish project videos is I just put a check once I've used it in one of those videos because I'm trying not to repeat, so that I can just show you guys all different polishes for as long as I can. By the looks of things, it's going to be years before you get to see my whole collection because I just use a different one every day. But anyways, yeah, I break it down by brand within the category. For example, I've got nail polish and then I've got accessorized. So it's alphabetical by brand. And then I also write down like the average price of that item just to give myself an idea of how expensive a particular brand is in comparison to others. Or if, you know, you guys want to know the prices on things. That way if somebody asks me, I have an idea of how much I paid for something. Now obviously prices will vary from store to store or country to country, or, you know, prices are always going to go up. But at least this way here I have somewhat of an idea. And then I just, you know, go through the categories. And you can do it, you know, however you want. You can do it alphabetically, you can do it by volume, or however you want to do it. And like I said, this is very time consuming doing it this way with a pen and a notebook, but it probably would be a lot faster to just type it into your computer once and then you can just edit it and print it out on a printer. But this is the way I like to do it. So that's how I do it. If you have any questions or anything, then you can let me know. And for products today, I'm wearing a top from Walmart. My necklace is from Five Below. My watch is from Macy's. My bracelet is from Kohl's. This ring is from Kmart. And this ring right here is also from Kmart. And the wedding band is an actual real jewelry. Let's see. For makeup today, I'm wearing L'Oreal Studio Secrets Magic Perfecting Base, Revlon Photo Ready Foundation. Uh-oh, I just heard a car door slam. I'm expecting a visitor. Essence Forget It Concealer Palette, Ico Cream Highlight, Sleek Blush in Pixie Pink. My eyeshadow base is MAC Dangerous Cuvée Paint Pot. My eyeshadow that I have on top of that is MAC Smoke and Diamonds, and both of these two are Smoke and Diamonds because I love that eyeshadow and it was limited edition. So I had gotten a backup at that time to make sure that I never ran out. My eyeliner is CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus in gray. My mascara is MAC Zoom Lash in Zoom Black. I filled in my brows with Revlon Color Stay Brow Enhancer in Blonde. And on my lips today is NYX Lip Liner in Fuchsia. My lipstick is MAC Show Orchid. My lip gloss is NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss in Dolly Pink. And on my nails is OPI Koala Berry, and that's actually BEAR-Y, so it's Koala Berry. And that's it. So I will see you next time. Bye.